Its name is the Palace of Sweets. Its name just rings with jubilance. I can't wait to see what's inside it. It hasn't been here for very long either, though, but it seems successful. I might go visit it. I'll be right back. Okay, I just returned from the candy store. I mean, it seemed really successful, but I don't know why. There weren't many employees either, so how could they be so efficient? I guess I could wait to find out, but what would that do? Gemma-Brachs was very devoted to his candy company, even from the fledgling stage of it. He created efficiencies by adding innovation to his candy and also his machinery. This created an exceptionally high standard for other candy companies of Chicago. Gemma-Brachs' devotion, innovation, selflessness, and strong commitment to his company resulted in great success, which eventually raised the bar very high for other candy companies in Chicago. This substantially established Chicago as the candy capital of the United States. I just returned again from the candy store. It's not very spacey. I mean, they do have great candy. Oh, and their candy's only 20 cents. Most candies around here are like 50 or 60 cents. This way, I'll be able to get so much more candy. Maybe that's their key to success. That can't be the only one. There's got to be some secret. I mean, I suppose I could still wait, but that wouldn't do anything. Once again, I have just returned from the candy store. I was wandering around the candy store, and I was waiting for the owner to come into sight. But then someone greeted me, and he said his name was Frank. He said he was the owner's son, too. I asked him how old he was and why he was at the store. He said that he works here. And he said he's 14. That's 2 years older than me, and he works. He also told me many things about his family. They're from Germany, and he also told me that their family is very devoted to their company. Even so, every single bit of profit that's made from the candy is put right back into it. I never knew someone could be that committed. In 1904, Gemma-Brachs and his family traveled to Chicago, and with $1,000 that Brachs scraped together, he opened the Palace of Sweets. He put every single bit of profit back into his company. Because of this, the family kept their salaries very low. Brachs is becoming even more well known. I mean, I also heard that they have a new lab. I know. At first, I thought it was a rumor. It's unnecessary. But then I saw the newspapers and the public, and it's true. I wondered why the reason was. Then I bought a newspaper. It said it was because of purity and quality. Brachs thinks that purity, quality, and safety for his customers and consumers was high standard and priority. I mean, I've never heard of a lab for candy, but I guess this is the start of it. Gemma-Brachs opened the first candy lab in the United States of America. And he did this because he wanted to guarantee safety, quality, and purity to his customers and consumers. This resulted in high praise for Brachs. To your journal. Brachs is becoming even more well-known. I've heard about their new efficiencies, too. The word has spread about progressive marketing, innovation, and even more efficiencies and methods to produce their candy, too. I also heard that he created a cutter for hard candy. Who could ever do that? I was surprised, too. Don't worry. I mean, how would you make a hard cutter for candy? Weird. efficiencies are insanely complicated and complex. I've heard about a complex method where they dip taffy onto sticks and into chocolate. Then with an uninterrupted gas flame, at the bottom of a candy kettle, a new efficiency is made. Brock also engineered a cutter, cooler, and conveyor machine. Frank told me that this is equivalent to 7 people's work. Brock also started a new machinery company. At least that's what Frank says. So I guess we'll see how successful that becomes. Brock created many innovations and efficient methods that therefore changed efficiency for the history and future of candy. His innovative ideas influenced modern-day techniques. Many other candy companies and normal food companies took after these methods. Brachs also became the first candy company in the United States to utilize Salesforce through retailers. Brachs candy also became one of the first candies to be sold in movie theaters. In 1958, Brachs and Frank invented the Pick-a-Mix. This, as many of you will know, is a stand of storage bins where you can select whatever you would like. And yes, Brach did invent the hard candy cutter that is very popular in modern day times. Unfortunately, in 1945, a sugar shortage hit. May 1st, 1945. The sugar shortage is still roaming. Brachs almost shut down too. The story? Well, he wanted to become a foreign trading zone, which would mean that he could get imported sugar for almost a fraction of the contemporary price. Unfortunately, the Commerce Department denied this request. But not only that, they also threatened to shut down Brachs. This could only be prevented by a $10 million loan. I mean, I knew he cared about his company, but never this much. May 20th, 1945. The devastation of sugar is still devastating the city. Newspapers are writing all about it. However, there's a conference, nationally, to aid all companies affected by the sugar crisis, and Brachs was chosen to represent all candy companies in the country. I never realized that such a small family shop could become a national leader. Brachs' innovation, devotion, selflessness, and strong commitment casted a legacy on the future and history of Chicago candy. Unfortunately, Emil Brach passed away of a heart attack while staying at a hotel in the former city of Chicago. However, his legacy continued to strive through his sons Frank and Edwin. They kept their father's legacy of innovation and commitment and devotion continuing. Emil Brach truly influenced the history of candy. Emil Brach's devotion, innovation, selflessness, and strong commitment raised the bar high for other candy companies in Chicago. This resulted in great success for Chicago, and this substantially created Chicago to be the candy capital of the United States of America.